knew this was wrong for me, but I'm in love. Why does love have to be so complicated? Hello and welcome to your Monday edition of The Front Row with myself, Roanna Moodley. And today we're talking about how do you know if you're in the right relationship? 90% of whether you are going to be happy or miserable depends on the relationships you choose in your life. So choosing the right kind of relationships is pretty much the fundamentals of life, really. Today I want to look at some of the telltale signs that lets you know if you are in the right relationship or not. Does your heart skip a beat every time you see your partner? Do you imagine yourself with them forever? Or do you sometimes wonder if this is the right person? In today's video, I'm talking about how to know if you are in the right relationship and what are the telltale signs. Being in a relationship is such a wonderful feeling because human beings are animals that are social beings. We are people that want to be around people. We are very sociable. And isolation is not really something that we're good at. We need companionship. And when we find companionship, we love to stick to it. But how do I know that that is the right person that I need to be around? Well, I've come up with some of the telltale signs to let you know of whether you are in the right relationship. I have been in some sticky relationships, and I mean sticky. Or maybe they weren't even sticky at all. Like maybe they didn't even stick to me, that is. Well, let's just say I've been in bad relationships and I have learned a thing or five about being in a relationship. So with me, what used to be the main thing that I would gravitate to? The same situation all the time. The things that just don't work for me. And I would just allow myself and put myself through the same traumatic event all the time. And I had enough. And I decided that I was going to consciously will it in my favor. So I stopped dating and I decided that the next person I date has to be X, Y, and Z. And he needed to fulfill me on this particular level. And then only I would marry him. Because if I'm going to date him, then I'm going to marry him. And that was my philosophy. Now, I'm not saying that trying these methods are going to make sure that you have a perfect relationship, because there's no such thing as a perfect relationship. You are going to have arguments and troubles and all sorts of things that go on with having a relationship, but that's a whole different topic altogether. But in this particular video, I just want to dissect it a little bit further to know whether you are in the right relationship. Because I mean, I have been in a relationship. I was with that person for 4.5 or 3 years. I can't even remember. So imagine being with people for so many years of your life and investing so much of yourself, and you're in the wrong relationship. So I wanted to use these particular steps to really just help you to figure out whether you are in the right relationship. The other thing I always like to say is that doubt means no. So if you're doubting something, it sometimes can be so difficult for you to step away. And sometimes you're so used to something, you're so in this relationship and it's become part of your life that it's harder to step away. But what is most important is your happiness and knowing that you have chosen something that is linked to your soul and who you are as a person. The first telltale sign that will tell you that you are in the right relationship for you is that this person will compliment you. They will not complete you. I often see on social media people who are in love saying, I cannot breathe without you because you complete me. I don't know why I said it in that accent, but they often feel like their partner needs to complete them because they're not fulfilled without them, or they cannot be who they are without them. And for me, I don't think that's very healthy. I think as a person, you need to be fully owning who you are. There's other things that I see on social media, which is a side note I need to share with you, is that people have linked their profiles like Romeo and Juliet are now Roju. and their profiles are Roju at Roju, for example. And I think that's really, really sad, because where is your own identity? Why do you have to perform as one unit? Why can't you have your own identity? But I suppose each to their own. I think it's very important for you to be your own person first, to be complete yourself, to be happy for yourself, to be able to make yourself happy, to know yourself, to really be comfortable in your own skin. And then when you find that person complements everything that you are. If you're someone that loves reading sci-fi novels, and your partner also reads sci-fi novels, or maybe they don't, maybe they like to watch sci-fi movies, and they complement you in that essence, that is what is beneficial to a relationship. You don't want to be moving around the world half-heartedly and incomplete, and then waiting for someone to always complete you, because how? The next telltale sign, which I feel is such an important thing for me, was you and your partner share the same core values. I have dated some people that just did not share the same core values as I did. And I thought I was being great by trying to teach them the values that I had. And I wanted to change their values in that sense. But a core value is a core value. A core value is something you learn as a baby. It's what you're groomed in. It's your family orientation. It's how you were brought up. And it is something that you need to find in a person that clicks. So if you find someone that shares the same core values as you, it is a bonus. For example, for me, the biggest thing was honesty, integrity, trust, transparency. And that is something that I hold dear to me. And that was something that I needed to make sure that I found those traits in a partner. The next telltale sign is when you speak to your partner understands you. It doesn't matter what you're saying. They get you. It clicks. They understand what you need. They just get you on another level. They get you on a level that nobody else would get you. It is so important for your partner to understand who you are, what you're trying to do, and understand where you're coming from, and look at the bigger picture in that regard. The next telltale sign is that your partner really, really gets excited about your growth, excited about your success, pushes you to be the best version of yourself, and vice versa. So when you have a partner that is really not stopping you from truly living the dreams that you want for yourself, pushing you towards the goals that you have set for yourself, really buying into the kind of dreams that you have, that is someone that you want to be with, because that is someone that will help you to achieve your goals. And sometimes with a person like that in your life, it could even propel you to levels you never imagined for yourself. So having a partner that really is cheering on for you, your biggest supporter, and who really is owning their position as a chairperson for you, that is so important. Because who wants to come home and hide something from their partner? Who wants to come home and whisper in the shadows? Who wants to have that kind of stress to deal with on a daily basis? It's so wonderful to be able to express yourself openly to your partner, and for them to really truly support you. And support also comes in the form of positive criticism. So if something's not working, they're going to give you criticism, but they're going to give you a positive criticism in that you will be able to grow from it. Don't be in a relationship where they criticize you and they put you down, but there's no positive feedback from that. There's no growth from it. And all you feel is that you need to defend yourself against your goals, your family, whatever the case might be. That's not someone you want to be with. You want to be someone that is a proud supporter and that will cheer you on, but will also call you out when you're not meeting your goals. And the final telltale sign for me, which I think was a game changer, which I only noticed after dating all the wrong people and then eventually dating the right person, I realized that it's so important for your partner to treat your family well. I used to date people that were just like horrible. They wouldn't even care to offer my parents something to drink if they went to the shop. And it's a simple thing like that. So you want to find a partner that treats their family really well, but at the same time, they need to treat your family as well as they treat their family. There should be no difference in the way they treat your family to their family. That is a true gem of a partner that you want to have, because then it truly shows that they treat you with integrity. They see you as a gift, and they respect your family because they are the reasons that you are in their lives in the first place. So how they treat their family is very important. But some people only treat their own family really good, and then they don't worry about your family. But they have to treat your family as well as they do theirs, and that makes such a big difference, because especially when you get married to a person, you don't marry the person, you marry the whole family. You always have to be around them, and knowing that your partner have your back and they support you and they're there 100% is such a fulfilling and a gratifying feeling when you're in a relationship. So those are some of the telltale signs you can use to figure out whether you are in the right relationship or not. And as much as these are powerful tools to figure out whether you are in it for the long run, relationships are very, very tricky, and it takes a huge amount of investment, of time, of effort, of everything in you to really move together as a united force. Every day you have to choose to be in a relationship, and you have to choose every day to have a good relationship, and you have to choose every day to be an asset in your relationship and to really give it your all, because every day is different. You could wake up today and it could be happy, and then tomorrow you could have an argument and it could lead to something really, really hectic. So just understanding that sometimes when you have an argument, the argument is on the argument itself. It's not about you or your partner. Relationships can work if you put in the time. It's exactly like a business deal. I mean, you've got to put in the effort and the time, and you have to have the soft skills. You also have to compromise a lot, and you really have to understand your partner and listen to what they're saying. And it's a give and take situation, and it's always good to communicate. It's always good to be transparent, and it's always good to be present. And sometimes we get sucked into life. I mean, I get sucked into life often because I'm always doing things on my phone. I'm sucked into social media, and it can take you away from being present. And every day I've got to tell myself and choose to be present. And the same ruling can apply with your friendships and with your family relationships or your corporate relationships or any other relationship for that matter. Love does not hurt. So in any relationship, if it's starting to feel dark and gloomy and it's feeling hurtful, then it's not for you. Choose the right relationships and know that you are worthy of great relationships, and you will have lovely relationships going into your old age even. I wish you all the best. Thank you for choosing the front row with myself, Roanna Moodley. Please do comment and like this post and let me know what your thoughts are, if this resonated with you, if it helped you, and subscribe to my channel, because your subscription does help me and it's absolutely free. Till the next video, keep it royal and be good in your relationships. Ciao.